We're ready to go. All right, Femi, take it away.
Well, it's good evening from where I'm at. I'm in the other side of the planet. It's almost 11 p.m. local time here, but it's all good. It's nice to hook up with everyone from basically North America. Let me thank those I invited and are able to make it right now. Some of you, I've not gotten in touch with you in probably
Probably
four,
three,
five,
four, five,
6 months.
6 months.
No, no thanks to the
Sometimes
new
to the
world
new
order,
world order.
but I'm sure you're all doing well, keeping safe, and you are in my prayers, our prayers. And along the line, it's been a period where one has been introspective, and a lot of things have been going on, uh, post-COVID issues, and just thinking about life generally. And naturally, I have concerns. Most of you know I'm a pastor. This period has been a trying period for those of us who've had to watch out for, in my own case, thousands of people. One of the greatest challenges I've had is having to deal with the uncertainty of the future. And naturally, I would like to think, what can I do to help those under my watch and my charge? Then I remembered of a business scheme that we stumbled upon accidentally through my guardian angel and my sister and her husband, Eava Currence. Let me use the opportunity to introduce her for those of you who don't know her on this platform. Eva is the guardian angel God sent to me and Morisola, my wife, and by extension, our children. We've become family over the years. We're talking about a relationship that goes over 20 years now. And we're always welcome in Colorado Springs, default second home in the United States. Anyway, there was a time some years back, my wife had some health challenges, and uh, we visited Colorado Springs, and Eva and Keith, her husband, introduced us to a supplement called Limu, a Limu drink, a lovely drink. It has health benefits, supplements, and uh, she started using it, and there was a turnaround, remarkable turnaround in her health status. And since then, no trip to the United States will be complete without coming back home with a bottle or two of limo. Unfortunately, it's not available in the Nigerian market. It's one of those things we look forward to. But then we found out that there was a business aspect of Limo, which happens to be one of the products of the parent company called Arrix. And to cut a long story short, apart from the benefits we found in Limo and all some other Arrix products, which hopefully we are going to also be acquainted with, we decided to look at the other aspects of it, the business aspect of it. And I just felt, hey, if this is something we have latched onto, it will also be good to share that with friends and family. And that's why I invited you onto this platform. Once again, I want to thank you for taking time out to listen to, and I know it's because some of you felt that, oh, it's this Femi, let me hang on, or you'll see me knocking on your door. I'm just joking. I know it's because of the mutual trust and love that we have for one another. And that's why you're on this platform. So I don't take it lightly. I say thank you. And I pray that you'll find the meeting worthwhile. Um, so much about me. I would like to introduce someone I've just meeting for the first time, but I've heard of. He's a son to Eva, so that makes him my nephew. And his name is Anthony also. Anthony has
Anthony,
a wonderful testimony he would like to share with us. Anthony is a collegiate tier one NCAA track athlete, and he wants to share one or two things with us. So, Anthony, over to you.
okay. Hey everybody. My name is Anthony. Yes, I was turned on to everything that y'all got going on that y'all about to hear about 8.5 years ago, you guys. I was in college. I was a college athlete, like you see one of my pictures there. It was a Division I, and so it was real. I was a big time athlete. I was a double major. I worked hard. I stayed very, very busy, and so when this opportunity came to me, you guys, it really hit home for me. One, because of the nutritional aspect. I was a college athlete, and we used to have a big book of documents we used to have to sign saying we wouldn't take this, we wouldn't consume this, we wouldn't do this because of things that can make us fail a drug test. And so I was very big on that. So then when I looked at Arrix and seen all of the certifications, on it, like the Olympic stamp, they have an Olympic stamp. The committee looks over the products and making sure what we say that are in them are actually in them. And so that was big. And so, but also, it helped me redirect my spending because I was going to GNC every month, spending about $300 to $400 on supplements and things that help me recover faster, and stay awoke. For being a double major, I was very, very busy all the time, so I needed energy. So I was trying to do everything I possibly could in that aspect. But then also the financial standpoint. For me, I was looking for something I could do while in college that didn't take much time. So if you're a busy person, I understand. My days started at 5 a.m. and sometimes when finishing up studying and everything of that nature, it wouldn't end to about 1 a.m. And so when my good friend Justin and another good friend of mine that was on the track team sat down with me, I said, hey, if half of what y'all telling me is true about how these products are helping people out, and if half of the money situation is true, that'll be a blessing on both ends. And so I was like, you know what do I have to lose? I gave it a try. And I started consuming the products for myself just to kind of see how they would help me out on the track. I noticed how I was recovering faster. I noticed how I was able to have more energy. Just even when I didn't get much sleep, I had the energy to practice harder. When you practice harder, you perform better. And so next thing you know, it rubbed off on my teammates where they started saying, hey, what is it that you're doing different? But then not only was it helping me out on the track and some of the football players that was on the football team at Louisiana Tech, I had family members consuming the products that were, trying to lose some weight, that was dealing with all kinds of aches and pains and different things of that nature. Not to sit up here and say that, we're going to cure, treat, or diagnose anything with the products, but it was something they were putting in their bodies that was just helping their bodies work naturally. And so I was like, okay, I'm getting more and more excited. So I just kept sharing with people. And then next thing you know, a couple of checks start coming in the mail where I was like, well, okay, well, let me set up direct deposit because I didn't really know what was going on. I was 21 years old, didn't really know too much. I was like, hey, all I did was tell somebody about it. I tell people about stuff all the time, good movies, good restaurants, good books, and none of those ever sent me $1 back. But I was like, well, I'm telling people about good products and, and I got to a point where in the company where it's pretty much I was making enough to consume a car if I wanted to. It was enough to pay my car note. It was enough also to pay my rent. I was a college student, so my teammates over here, I remember one track meet, we were going down to Texas Relays, and they were complaining about, their income. And I'm looking like, okay, well, I'm happy because I just got a check from the company for something I was doing on the side, 5-10 hours a week. And so I kept sharing and kept sharing. And what I've been more excited about the most is how many of the great people I get to meet over the time, like Mama Eva and like Miss Joy and like Mr. Femi. Today was my first day, but hey, it's an honor. I'll always be here for him no matter what. Every day, any day he needs me, I'm here for him to help share my story. And that's what I love. I see Miss Michelle on here as well. And you get to meet great people, you make friends, and it's like, it's not even just friends. It's a family. It's an extended family. And that's what I love about this so much. And I'm just excited about where we're going, where we're headed to. Me being around 8.5 years and just seeing the growth. And now the growth is about to really go to another thing, another level. The momentum is just amazing to be a part of. And I've been a part of momentum before in this industry, and this is just exciting to know where we're headed. And now I have the honor of introducing a friend of mine now, like my sister now. I've been getting to know her, listening to her share her story over time. But Miss Joy is a oh, I have to unmute her, I think. Let me see. Oh, she can unmute herself. Okay. So Miss Joy is somebody I've been watching for these last couple of weeks or so, and somebody I was very, very intrigued by with sharing her story, her passion for helping people. And that's something I'm just so excited to be partnered up with somebody like Miss Joy. And so now I'm not going to steal her thunder. I'm going to pass it to Miss Joy so she can share her amazing transformation and story with you guys.
Thank you, Ed. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you, Femi, for having me here this evening. I just want to tell y'all how grateful I am when someone introduced me, just like Ant said, introduced me to the business. At the time, it was Limu. And I was one of those people at the time, as you can see from my picture there, on the other side of me in uniform, I had life happen to me. I was doing well in the military, was, ready to pick up my next rank, and then life happened. And obviously it was life altering. And once I woke up, I realized I was somebody different. That difference brought along with it 15 pills in the morning, 6 pills at night. That's life-changing. It made me exhausted. I was tired, but I still had children. You see them there, they're now older children, but at the time, they were just 1, 2, and 9. And I had my life to decide what was I going to do for them. And when this was introduced to me, I was like, listen, I don't have time for another pill. And the young lady said, Joy, just come and partake of the Limu, just come, just try it. And so I was like, okay, I will come and I will try it. When I came and I drank it and I said, I'll be a customer, I will just drink. And she said, Joy, look, here it is on pubmed.gov. And as medical in the military, I 17 years in the military, I understood pubmed.gov. And so I went into pubmed.gov and looked up for Coiden. And when I looked up for Coiden and saw all the studies that had been done on for Coiden, that excited me because I was one of those people, even though I was medical and I could prescribe meds, I often told my patients, let's do this naturally. Let's look at what we can do, whether it was a natural, something fruit. So that's what I would do for my patients. And so I was excited about looking up the studies on pubmed.gov. So I was like, come on, I will consume, a blue frog. And so I started drinking that, and my kids saw it first. Normally, I was in bed by 4 o'clock and knocked out, and they would miss dinner. I'd forget to cook them dinner, everything. But for the first time, I was wide awake. And that wasn't like it took me months to do that. Within a couple weeks, my kids were like, hey, who are you? What are you doing awake? I was like, let's go out to the trails. Let's go out to the park. Let's do something. I said, let's drive to Arizona. And that's a 12-hour drive. I normally had to stop 3 to 4 times in a hotel. I could not make that drive. I now had energy. My blood pressure, which was normally after the brain injury, which was normally 300 over 198, it was starting to come down. And I was like, I feel good. I'm exercising. My friends in Arizona were like, wait, who are you? They wanted to see and partake. I started to consume the product. When I saw, just like Ann said, if all I got to do is tell people and they see me, and I was like, well, hey, I can tell enough people about this. And it's not like I'm out there, no movie paid me anything. This was something good for my body. And it showed in my face, it showed in my energy level. I was excited. And then RX happened. Now I'm like the MOA. Oh my goodness. I was like, I'm feeling good now. So I'm so excited that now we are transitioning from Limu, same products, but transitioning into such a big company with the MOA, with all the green, because I don't get all my greens in every day. That good fiber that I talk about, I don't do it every day. So I'm excited. And the team, I'm a team person. I'm military. I'm all about the team. And just like Ann said, we are a team. And that's what excites me. Not only the product, not only the company, but the team. So I am so excited about being with the team, meeting Femi. And now I've got Miss Eava. She's always with us. She is the mother of the team. So I want to introduce Miss Eava to this Zoom call because she is going to take it away, Miss Eava.
Well, thank you, everyone. And so I'm so excited. So we are a family. So welcome to our family call. And so I'm going to share with you a little bit about the business opportunity because it's real simple. The products work. And we call it premium healthcare. And the reason the products are top shelf, and it's just real simple. They work. If you go to the grocery store and you buy a product, and it may be a little less expensive than the next product, the question is not how much did you pay for that product. The question is, does it work? Because if it's cheaper and it doesn't work, then you've just wasted your money. So let me tell you a little bit about myself. My heart and my husband and I, our heart is for children. There are some of our foster children. There we are in Abuja, Nigeria. My background is I was an athlete. I'm a preacher, and I'm a worshiper, and so we traveled the world. And we got to a point in our lives where we were able to support not only an international ministry, but we were able to support a church and an apostolic center because that was our heart. Our heart was to travel the world and to give back to God's children. And so, hello, my name is Eava. I am a serial entrepreneur. That means I'm not a very good employee. So anyway, we decided, we had this great idea. My husband would keep his job in the defense industry, and we would open a coffee shop. And most people didn't know at that time that I had a traumatic brain injury. And while we were doing this, I was living in constant pain. But, God is gracious, and everything was going great. We had a business plan. Now, I don't know where you're at, what part of the country or part of the world you're in, but in the United States, a business plan means that you take out a 6-figure loan and you come up with a plan to pay it back. Our plan was to pay it back in 3 years. And then life happened. And it wasn't about paying off a loan or building a business or expanding a church. It was about staying alive. And being the people that we are, we fasted and prayed. And we ended up, my grace is sufficient for thee. So we ended up needing an answer. And during that time, I didn't have time to do my 40 to 50 minute 5K run, which is pretty good for somebody of my age. Like I said, we were just trying to survive. And so here I am at 175 pounds at my cousin's wedding. And no longer were we traveling the world, we were just traveling back and forth from hospital to hospital. And so I had a friend, they were pastors at our church, and they came over to pray, and my friend had the integrity to say, not only am I going to pray for you, but I have an answer for you. Because see, this is what happens. Many people think that in the United States, we have insurance, so everything's fine. Well, insurance only pays part of the cost. And a life-threatening illness can also be debilitating to your checkbook. So in the middle of all of this, we lost our home. We lost our business. The church stayed open, and we needed an answer. And so I wasn't really sure that I wanted to start a business. I was a preacher woman, and that's what we did. But then I thought that was my past. But then all I wanted to do was get healthy. So my friend said, try the products, buy a pack of products, get healthy. So while I was doing that, I discovered something. You heard it from Aunt. You heard it from Joy. We are a family. We're in the business of changing lives one story at a time. Isn't that what we were doing in the first place? Only now we were not only helping people spiritually, we were not only helping people in their health, but we were helping people in their finances. Because you know, at the altar, the two biggest issues that come up are health and finances. And now we had a way not only to spiritually change people's lives, but we had a way to physically change people's lives. Now, being a businesswoman, and you know, Pastor Femi and Moreland are business people. I mean, they understand business. So you have to be part, do not be unequally yoked. So we found ourselves a company right now, Arrix. We have merged with Arrix. Arrix is a $220 million company, 5 years running, which means they know how to do it, which means they're not going to close their doors tomorrow, which means they have a track record. But I want you to get this. Last year, this company was 57th in the top 100 direct sales companies. This year, it was 35. Now get this, we're on the Inc. 500, the Inc. 5000 fastest growing companies. What does that mean for you? This is the deal. There comes a point in a company where they go from building to exploding. And that's exactly where we are right now. Our projection was that in the next 6 to 7 years, this company would go from 220 million to 1.1 billion. Well, oops. This year, we have doubled. We are right now looking at going $500 million by the end of the year. Well, at least that's what we thought last month. But in the middle of a pandemic, people need two things. They need a way to make a living, and they need good health. We keep growing so quickly that according to the finance director for the company, we're going to far exceed that. What does that mean for you and for me? It means opportunity. We are a global market. So whether you're in North America, whether you're in Europe, whether you're in China, whether you're in South America, where, by the way, we are opening in South America in 3 days. Yes! Wherever you are, we have an answer for you. But this is the deal. In North America, only 2%. See, only 2% of the people know about Arrix. What does that mean? Opportunity. So it's very simple. If you're like I am, and my background was in traditional business, what is network marketing? It's very simple. You just redirect your spending. Do you buy supplements? Do you buy hair care? Do you buy bottled water? Well, you can go to Piggly Wiggly, or you can go to King Supers, or you can go around the corner and you can buy these products, and you can put that in somebody else's pocket, or else you can redirect your spending and take the money that you're spending on those products and put it in your own home-based business. Now get this, not only will it be your own business, but it will be top shelf premium products that work. And then you just become a product of the product. Now, see the turkey neck over on the left there? That was me 6 months ago. 60 days in, look at the difference. Look at the very well. I earned every one of those wrinkles, but just because I earned them, I didn't want to keep them. So just become a product of the product, and it's very simple. How do you start? What you do is you buy a pack of products. Now, some people will say, I'm not interested in the business, I just want to get healthy. That was me. That was my husband when we started out. We had a life-threatening illness. We just wanted to get healthy. So we bought a pack of products so that we could try them all. Anybody buy water? Well, instead of buying water, you can buy a water bottle with a filter that filters out 99.99% of the microbes and viruses. Healthy water. Skincare. Skincare that works, hydrates your skin. I call it the wrinkle erase, age erase. Remember, just because mama's a grandma, mama doesn't want to look like a grandma. You know anyone, and one of the #1 causes of disease around the world is we are people who are overindulged but undernourished. And that's where Slender Eyes Giving Greens provides proper nutrients that allow the body to operate optimally and shed the pounds. MOA, you heard Miss Joy talk about it. 29 super nutrients at medicinal grades that give the body what it needs to operate. Our Nutrify products are produced in an OTC, medically approved, FDA approved facility. What does that mean? It means that whatever is on the bottle has to be in the bottle, and that whatever the products are supposed to do, they work. Oils. Ever heard of the oil of joy, the oil of gladness? Oils. And the way we all started, Limu. Miss Joy told you about it. Miss Joy no longer wrote prescriptions. Miss Joy recommended they go to PubMed. Okay, get out your pencil. PubMed.gov. PubMed.gov. Put in the word Fucoidan, F-U-D-C-O-I-D-A-N. Because I'm going to tell you it works. Everybody here's going to tell you it works. And even though you love us, you're not going to, most people are going to say, I have to do my own research. Do your research. Because when you do your research, you're going to find out 1,900 studies on the National Institute of Health database. It works. It's very simple. And all you have to do to get started, to get healthy, to get whatever it is that you need is just take the products. My husband, Pastor Keith, says, just shut it, open mouth, drink product. That's all you have to do. And these are transformation stories. See, it's about changing people's lives. Don't you think Miss Juanita up there, when she woke up one morning and they had to cut open her face, how do you think, people have a self-image, and unless people need to feel good about themselves, not only spiritually but also physically. This is Miss Juanita after 60 days. You saw my transformation. Teenagers, it is debilitating to a teenager to have acne problems. This young lady, boy, don't you think her life changed? The young man over here that had a birthmark. Men too. Now, this is another one of my sons over here, Craig Calmanini. He lost 104 pounds. Then he's even lost more. I think he's at 175 pounds. He lost a whole person. That's me up on the right. Not feeling good, in constant pain. And you know what happens? You give the body what it needs, and that's me now. This is my friend, Eva Marie. top professional athletes, whether you need to lose 23 pounds or 93 pounds like Victor here. See, it's not about losing weight. It's about getting healthy. Anybody can go on a diet, starve themselves, and lose weight. But my question to you is, are you healthy? Miss Mary, all she wanted to do was get healthy. The healthier she became at 319 pounds, she went to 132 pounds. It's not about losing weight. It's about getting healthy. And what does that do? That means you can be all you were created to be, because you were created for something marvelous. And unless you're healthy and unless you have the provisions, it's hard to do what you were created to do. So it's very simple. You were invited on this call because this is an opportunity to take the talent that you have been given and make it 10 talents. So how do you get started? Buy a pack of products, share your transformation. And then if you were like me, all I wanted to do was get healthy. But 2 weeks into it, I was feeling so good. 4 weeks into it, I was feeling so great. People were saying, whatever you're doing, I want it. And all of a sudden it was like, oh, maybe I should pay attention here. And so we just started sharing. And we shared it with, the first person we shared it with was the neighbor who wanted nothing to do with it. After 35 radiation treatments, on the 35th day, they came over to our house. My husband was on the roof. He was cleaning out the gutters. He looked at him, he looked at me, and he said, okay, whatever it is, I want in. Just share it with 4 people. What happens is, like for myself, remember we lost our home. We lost everything. But we had a faith and we believed. So we took every penny we could scrape together and we bought in, because that's just good business. You can write it off on your taxes. And what's the worst thing that can happen? We get healthy? Well, we did get healthy. And then we shared it. So we came in at the business level, and we not only did we make a commission on each one of those products. I mean, look at this. You tell somebody about a CD, you don't make commission. You tell somebody about a movie, you don't make commission. We just told them about what we were doing and we made a commission. Now get this, we started with a $500 pack. And you know what happened? Within 30 days, we got our money back. We were profitable and debt-free. Who starts a business that's profitable and debt-free in 30 days? We'll show you how to do it. And then get this, you get to spend your money twice, because we have reward dollars. You get reward dollars from your credit card. You can spend it on travel. Can you spend it on diamonds, jewelry? Can you spend it on products? Get your money, spend it once, and then we give it back, and you can spend it a second time. If you're in the United States and you're an entrepreneur, your biggest problem today is getting medical insurance. It's not available to the entrepreneur. Now, you can get it, not only can you get it through your Arrix business, but you can also pay for it through your Arrix business. It's a fresh approach, real simple. Do you have a phone? I don't care where you live in the world. If you have a phone, this is how we run our business. This is Command Central. That's why during quarantine, our business just kept expanding. Italy, France, totally locked down. Do you know that they have doubled their business for the last 3 years? Last 3 months? People need a way to eat and pay their bills. Very simple. So, how do we do this? So, Matt, you start, you take the products and be a product of the product, share it with 4 friends, who share it with 4 friends, who share it with 4 friends. And remember, we talked about being a team. We are a team. We build together. Now, on my coffee shop, if I wanted to reach 4,000 people, I had to talk to 4,000 people. I'm a preacher. I can talk. But I don't have enough energy to talk to 4,000 people. But in this business, I share with Miss Joy. I share with Aunt. I share with Pastor Femi. And we share with our friends. And together, we build as a team. Now, what happens is all of a sudden one day you wake up, and I'm telling you, this is what happened does. You have 4,000 people in your team. They're each spending approximately $150 a month. Now, get this. Most people, Aunt told you, he was spending about $400 a month at the store for products that didn't work. These products work. The average American spends $200 to $400 a month on supplements, on things for their health. You might as well spend it on something that works. And what does that mean? You have gross revenue, a business that is debt-free and profitable, and that is long-term residual income. Because life happened to us 3 years later. We were rear-ended by a truck. Couldn't work for 2 years. But you know what? I didn't worry about losing my house, because we had a network marketing passive residual income. It's that simple. And the other thing is, you get to spend time with people you love. Have you ever noticed on social media, it's like, oh, it's Monday. I go like, oh, it's Monday, because we get to spend time with people we love. So whether it's buying a house, saving for college, being at home with your children, spending time with your friends, whatever your why is, whatever your dream is, we succeed as a team. I have news for you. Whoever shared this with you, shared it with you because they believed in you. They shared it with you because they want you to be part of the team. And we are a team. We are a family. It's, people say it's a new way of doing business, but I'm here to tell you, it's not a new way. It's a way that is built on ancient foundations. So let me ask you a question. Are you ready to get started? If you are, get back to the person who invited you. And Pastor Femi, would you like to speak to all those that you invited? Thank you for letting us join in on your launch Zoom. Are you there? Did we lose him? There
Yes,
he is.
I'm here. I'm
Okay.
here. Not yet in bed.
And so,
Thank you.
go ahead.
Thank you so much, Anthony. Thank you, Joy. And thank you, Eva. I call Eva my guardian angel. And just one thing to point out, Eva, when you were making your presentation about the new opening, it's South Africa, not South America.
Oh, did I say America? Oh, I'm so sorry. I know the difference.
You're forgiven. So,
oh, thank you.
Arrix is going live in South Africa in the next 3 days. Yes.
Yes.
And once again, I want to thank all my family and friends who have logged in. Thank you for your time. And really, I do believe this is something we should all subscribe to. I'm very intentional. I'm very passionate about relationships. And there's no way I could see something I think is beneficial for me. I want to share it with you. And like Eva said, it's the joy of this is it's a team effort. All you need to do is more or less look for 4 people. But more importantly, it works. The product works. They do work. And there's no gimmick. The products work. Like I said, there's no trip to the United States that's complete without we coming back with our bottles of limo. So please do get in touch with me if you feel you want to sign up to this, and then we can take it up further with that. And of course, we shall also be sharing with you the recordings of this meeting. Well, thank you for your time. I love you. You're always in our prayers. We pray things will come back to normal as soon as possible. And then we'll have the opportunity of having a big limo party in the United States of America. God bless you. Over to you, Eva.
God bless you all. I'm going to unmute the lines here.